EG 1055.
We're good. Kind of an interesting day, isn't it?
No, they're always interesting.
Yeah, way up here on the mountain like this.
Yeah.
I didn't get your friend's name in the truck. Probably just as well. I guess he feels he's just doing his job.
Yeah.
But the first thing I want to say about just doing your job is that we are at a point in our history as human beings and in our culture and in our society where a lot of decisions have been made by our leaders that are not good. For example, many, many, many good men like you and like this gentleman went to war in World War II and then later found out that their leaders had them doing something that violated human rights. And we're trying to introduce something to all of humanity and this place and us, and that is the right of Mother Earth. That's the right of nature. So in Bolivia, the government there just adopted something called the rights of nature. And also the United Nations has adopted this thing called the Earth Charter. And so because of that, myself, as the chairperson for what is called the Earth Summit Council, are issuing you and this gentleman here a public notice. And the gist of it is we are denying you access to the Earth at this time.
It's a legal document?
It is. It's a lawful document which I have signed at the bottom there. And we're also lawfully recording this where it's 2012.
But I am keeping your faces out of the picture just for your respecting you guys.
So right now what's legal in a court of law are things even on Facebook, anything recorded. The other thing I'd like to let you know is that the Earth Summit Council did consult with Seychelles Hereditary Chief Barbara Higgins, also known as Hobelage, and she consulted with another elder. And to that legal point, our Canadian Constitution, well, yes, and our Canadian Constitution, Hereditary Chief and also Band Council Chief Gary Feschuk. Unfortunately, the last time he was consulted about my activities as representative of peace was in the year 2000. I also represent something called the Peace Camp, and we have been located just a little ways over the mountain for about 12 years, and we have been living there in order to bring forward Aboriginal rights and titles. So I was going to mention the Canadian Constitution, 35, Section 1 says Aboriginal rights and title are intact where no treaty is present. So currently, the activities of all of this is coming under the title, jurisdiction, and rights of Seychelles peoples, as well as their leaders. So the first order of the day really is that you show us that you have permission to be here from the people who, in fact, have title to this land. But the second part of this is we welcome you to join the Earth Summit Council, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about us. And I'm also going to just remind you that we consider this to be a crime against humanity, as it is that we as humans depend upon this water. We understand our food does not come from the IGA and from the grocery store. We're pretty sure our food comes right from there. We also know that the water, in fact, doesn't come out of your tap at home, but it comes from the waterways that we cross as we walk here. So we have 3 young men here and several more to come who are part of something called the Earth Stewards Protection Program. And we will be here stewarding this, making sure that there will be no more crimes against the earth, crimes against humanity, or any pollution of any kind. And I know that was a whole lot, but thank you for listening.
No, that's fine. So we'll leave the site, because we're just contractors.
Do you have a card?
No. This is Seashell Community Forest is what we're contracted to.
Yeah.
Their representative will be on site at some time today.
On his way.
Yeah. So we notified them. What I've read on the contract that we have signed that has been passed through the Seashell Council of the First Nations have been on site. Had no, they were okay with it. They hadn't. So they, as far as I know, that they've gone through all the legal channels and all that to get to the stage they're at now.
Okay.
And then they put the contract up for bids, and we bid on it, and we were accepted. So that's where we are.
Okay.
So I guess I can depend on you guys not to crash my machine.
Well, I would not. There's a lot of hazards in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want anybody getting hurt
in there in the trees.
There's big branches up there.
So
And if they come down.
Yeah, no, we're not going to wreck anything.
He's worked in the industry before, and we're more than happy to be safe and 100% peaceful.
Okay.
And considerate